My name is Alexander Hamilton. But just you wait. Just you wait.
I'm trying.
That's all I've learned so far.
Seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. But where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Lucky there's a Family Guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do all the things that made us laugh and cry. He's our Family Guy.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ramir.
I'm Alicia.
I'm a coach.
I'm a teacher. Today we'll be reacting to Stewie Consults a Psychologist. Oh my, what in the world would he talk about to a psychologist? And how the way of the world is just not up to Stewie.
That's right.
Yes.
So, without further ado,
Here we go.
Send in, Stewie, please.
Oh, I can go in now? Oh, fantastic. He's ready. Marvelous. She won't get them. No way. She needed to get them like...
sounds a little bit high pitched, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It might be just from the uploader.
He's ready. Marvelous. She won't get them. No way. She needed to get them like a month ago. So, is that me over there?
If you like.
Here we go. I saw the kid who has cancer leave. That must have been fun. I don't know why his parents are still bringing him to school. It's uncomfortable for everyone. Charming. This is charming. It reminds me of the therapist's office Bethany Frankel goes to on The Real Housewives of New York City. She looks like a wooden doll you'd find in an Eastern European toy shop. We live in the world. We all know who Bethany Frankel is, whether we like it or not. And she's built quite a business for herself. You have to hand it to her. I don't mean to name drop, but I kind of know Andy Cohen. I guess I'm his type. He originally wanted me for the Rachel Zoe project, but I said no, so they went with Brad. And now look, that could have been me on Fashion Police with Melissa Rivers 14 times a year. Well, tissues.
I'm sorry, I don't get any of that. Do you get any of that?
You never saw the show Fashion Police?
No.
I'll sit there and talk. Well, never mind. I guess not. Sorry.
Right now I'm just like, la 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 la.
I hope he didn't get cancer all over this seat. Ugh, yuck.
Wow.
Bad luck. Although I did hear Ryan Reynolds visited him, something to do with Deadpool, I guess, so it's not all horrible. I don't know why those cups always depress me. It's like you've already given up before the day's even started. You might as well tattoo "Can't afford Starbucks" on your forehead.
Come on, Stewie.
I haven't heard of
The
any
University of what?
on your forehead.
Okay, I thought it was University of East Carolina.
I haven't heard of any of the schools you went to, but I'm sure they were great. I mean, you're here, right?
And why are you here, Stewie? You seem to have a lot of strong opinions.
I do. Mostly because I come across a lot of dicks. Or I guess I should say wankers. Take your pick, eh, Dr. Pritchfield?
We?
Yes, we.
I'm not following.
The accent.
The accent?
You speak with a British accent.
Yes, I'm aware.
That's all you're going to say? Oh?
What is it you'd like me to say, Stewie?
That I have a British accent. You mean to tell me you don't hear me speaking with a British accent right now?
No. Have you spent much time in Britain, then?
No, I haven't.
Excuse me?
I said no! Well, just the people who can understand me, which you appear to be one of. But that's too complicated to go into. I'm not even sure I get it. That's like a known thing. Ask anyone.
I'm afraid I don't hear it. It sounds like it's very important what other people think of you.
Oh, is that what it sounds like?
To me, it does, yes. I'm trained, Stewie, to observe things that give me an insight. And yes, I do feel I know you a bit.
You do feel you know me a bit. Okay, all right. Might I?
Oh, here we
I'm
go.
not sure how this is going to help.
I see you're on vacation in Rio de Janeiro in this photo with your partner, I'm guessing? Or is he your husband? Yes, probably wanted to make it official, didn't you? Never thought you'd see it in your lifetime, blah, 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 blah. Not quite large enough to raise eyebrows while still giving you a younger mind to shape. And a younger body to make you feel more virile. Taking into consideration the math, he was probably born at a time when the most popular name was Michael. I imagine you wooed Michael with a sonnet or monologue.
Okay, stop real quick. I'm excited because I was waiting for Stewie to profile him like crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I'm like, come on, Stewie, you got this.
Michael. I imagine you wooed Michael with a sonnet or monologue each day. And no one had ever done anything so romantic as reciting Shakespeare for Michael before. While not as physically attracted to you as you are to him, that's okay. You each bring something important to the relationship. Isn't that what you believe, Dr. Pritchfield? My guess is you keep that at the office. You don't want to worry Michael, you say to yourself, even though the truth is it embarrasses you. And your office is your haven, since Michael doesn't work and is often at home, perhaps as a result of a low-level depression that you don't really want to get into with him. And at first you liked having him at home to take care of the house and plan trips, so that's just what happened. And that's a job too, he reminds you over the years, but it's a bit difficult on a child psychologist's salary at a Rhode Island preschool, I'd imagine. Oh, you have talked about it with other couples, just for show. Probably at dinner with younger friends of Mike.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what he's thinking right now. What's he thinking right now? It's like,
It's little.
this boy needs to shut up.
Where's it coming from?
Those who are starting a family, to feel included. But you said you preferred your trips and your rescue dog named after a character, most likely from Dickens. Just the image Michael is so desperate to project. Let's look a little closer, shall we? Now I see you're both wearing Ralph Lauren purple-labeled dress shirts that retail starting at $495. But from the disfigured buttonholes on one and the small discoloration on the other, I can see you bought them at the outlet in Providence. Since you also have light jackets on, I can see that you went there during summer vacation, which is in fact winter in Rio, outside of the high tourist season. Michael would have been dying to stay there. He had a friend that went with his older boyfriend, who makes a lot of money in most likely banking, much to your chagrin, when the truth is you simply can't afford it. It's for another class of gay people. The window that Michael is always desperately peering through and sadly on the other side of. But when you take him to the place you're actually staying, the one you found on TripAdvisor that was rated number 27 of all the hotels in Rio and was having a special rate of $295 a night, you can't help but feel like a bit of a failure as you see the look of disappointment on his face as he enters the room. So you decide to go to the Fasano Hotel for dinner and drinks. No, just drinks. And once there, you can see how Michael begins looking at all the older men who can afford to take their boyfriends, I'm sorry, husbands, to such luxurious hotels. But you tell yourself you're being ridiculous as you see Michael glancing about the rooftop deck looking at all the young men. Men that would be 20 years younger than even Michael. But he isn't yet. Not completely. And you're jealous, and you loathe yourself for it. But you say, let's ask someone to take one of us and make some tired joke about selfies that only you laugh at, as it's just one more indicator that you're older than everybody here. And he and Michael share a moment that you're not part of, and you feel humiliated and unseen. And you've posted the photo on Facebook, and Michael's posted it to his 86 followers on Instagram. You don't know how that one works. In your Ralph Lauren shirts, holding your $20 cocktails, that you're both way more successful than you are, the lengths you have to go to in order to keep Michael happy. And every time you glance at this picture, you wonder, how long before he leaves me?
You seem like a very lonely little boy.
Oh.
You can see inside my soul!
He's crying.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, Barbara.
Are you all right now, Stewie?
Yes, I think. You're very kind. She's a gem, that one, you know. I hope you appreciate her. I do this sometimes in yoga. I take yoga. I do feel a bit better.
Namaste.
I'm sorry, it keeps spilling out. Oh, God. Oh, God.
It seems like you're keeping a lot bottled up inside.
I tried to fit in with the other boys and talk about things like dirt and shapes, but they won't play with me, and I don't have any friends, and I have nobody to eat lunch with.
Especially considering the reason you're here.
Oh, that.
Shall we talk about it?
I don't know what there is to talk about.
You pushed a classmate down the stairs. Yes, of course I have. But according to Tyler, it was no accident.
Well, I guess it's my word against his, then. I don't know what that is.
Controversy?
Controversy? Oh, controversy.
But how would you know that?
Yeah, how would I know that? Look, Dr. Pritchfield. Cecil, if I may.
It's pronounced Cecil.
Damn it! I only pushed Tyler down the stairs because I like him, and I'm afraid he won't like me back. And not like him. I'm not gay. This whole thing isn't because I'm gay, so calm down. I can already see you licking your chops. Not that anybody at this school would care. But do I think that Grant Gustin and I would make the most adorable Instagram couple? Yes, we would. Think young Anthony Perkins.
Ah. Oh.
There we go. Anyway, fluid is something I hear being tossed around a lot now. But I'm confident in my heterosexuality.
It must be difficult for you, Stewie, being so intelligent.
Whew, just that acknowledgement. You know, sometimes I don't know where I fit in. I just want to be like everybody else, but nobody's interested in the things that I'm interested in. I actually have way more hair than this, but I pull it out. I'm sorry, now I'm getting all worked up again. I'm worse than Bethany Frankel on her period. I don't know why I keep bringing her up. I think about her a lot.
Well, what are the things you're interested in, Stewie?
Some people don't think I talk about it enough anymore, but mind your own beeswax is what I say to them. It's hard to find someone who can converse on one of those topics, let alone both. And I really, really, really want to see Hamilton, but by the time it gets here, I'll be 30. How do you live in a place like that? Quahog. What a pile of garbage. And I've even memorized some of the songs, but I have no one to sing it for, and I'm really good. Do you want to hear it? I really need you to hear me sing Hamilton. I'm so good. Why can't I be on Broadway? I want to be on Broadway. I want the world to fall in love with me 8 times a week. Don't look at me while I start. It's hard. It's a lot of words very fast. Like Gilbert and Sullivan, but for Hispanics. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot? The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up.
Oh, God.
Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain, put a pencil to his temple. Well, the word got around, and they said, this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland.
I haven't heard a single word he said.
My name is Alexander Hamilton. But just you wait. Just you wait. That's all I've learned so far.
Well,
Oh, what in the world was all that? Oh,
Boogers.
God, yeah. Oh, God, that was tough. Okay.
All I heard was Hamilton. I didn't hear anything else. I just saw boogers.
Gosh, that's awful.
All right. Compose yourself. Yoga.
That's all I've learned so far.
Well done. It was a bit emotional for you, wasn't it?
But it felt good. I got so much out, you know?
Would you like a cup of tea?
It's hot already?
Yes, it's an electric kettle.
My mother boils water in an old Jiffy Pop tin. She's just a useless old slut.
Tyler, and you wanted to be friends with him, then why did you push him down the stairs? Can I tell you a story about another little boy? When I was your age, I grew up in London when the Blitz had just
Yeah.
ended.
Who is this guy? He sounds familiar.
I don't know.
Okay, if you know, put it in the comments down below. I know this guy's got to be like someone famous. Who's this guy in 007? The British guy. I don't know.
Boy. When I was your age, I grew up in London when the Blitz had just ended. Our neighborhood was reduced to rubble. And in the chaos, I searched desperately for my parents. Mom! Mom! Mother! Don't what?
You know what?
But Mother was nowhere to be found. And neither was Father. You see, I was the sole survivor of my family. So I was sent to live with an aunt in Cornwall. But she had too many mouths of her own to feed, But she didn't care for children, and off again I went, this time to an orphanage in Gloucestershire. But they didn't like little boys from London.
Is he going to be like
Gloucestershire.
Alfred from Batman?
No, I pretended I was from Shropshire, of all places. And eventually I became friends with 6 boys. And together we traveled...
Okay, before you say another name of anything, I'm going to have to stop you. I'm only here for 40 minutes, and this is already a really long story, with a lot of locations.
Oh, and also how my first kiss was with a Nazi.
See? We didn't need to go back 1,000 years for that. And I don't pretend I'm something I'm not.
I suppose the question is why you feel the need to do that.
I hadn't realized it before. Maybe I'm worried nobody's going to like me.
When I was in the orphanage, my Sunday shoes were potatoes.
Look, I'm different, Dr. Pritchfield. I'm not like the other kids.
I realized that when you picked up that photo and decimated my entire life.
But I don't think I know how. Everything about me is this carefully constructed persona designed to keep people at arm's length. The accent is nothing more than an affectation. A coat of armor to get me through the day. Just an image I cultivated so I could feel special. What a relief. For once, to talk with my real voice without the burden of trying to sound like someone I'm not.
How about now? You freaking hear that?
What about now? Sound different? Giggity? What about now? Coming up now, this voice.
Ahoy, it's me. And I'm a gay alien.
Those are all
was
Seth
Roger.
MacFarlane.
That was
those are-
Roger, and I'm a gay
yeah, they're all from the guy, Seth MacFarlane.
alien.
Wow.
Now, sound different? Giggity? What about now? Coming up now, this voice.
Ahoy, it's me. And I'm a gay alien.
Well,
I think that's all
quite a
Seth.
breakthrough we just had. How do you feel?
I feel relieved.
I like this Stewie. I hope he stays for a while.
I've never been vulnerable to anyone before.
Well, I'm honored, and now the rest of the world is going to meet him.
I'm gonna talk to Tyler. I'm gonna make friends. I'm gonna be a normal boy.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. You're finally going to be just like everybody else. You're finally going to be just like everybody else.
I don't want to be like everybody else.
What do you mean?
I don't want to be like them. Like any other zero in this miserable town. Like my family. I want to remain what I've always been. Superior, brilliant, special. Oh, God, what was I thinking? I'm never going to lift the veil. Ever. My accent's back, by the way. It was a very dramatic moment.
If you say so. Now, let's talk about... Stewie, can you hand me my heart medication, please?
Of course. Except there's one
Stewie.
person that does know the real me. And that's you. Yeah, listen, you're not gonna like this.
Please, there's not much time.
I'd like to, really I would. And you were super helpful, and this kind of seems like a crummy way to repay you, but I'm not going to get it.
No, it's not.
Ah, you're right, that didn't make much sense. Not to sound ghoulish, but any indication how much longer you're going to linger?
I'm not sure. I think it's different for everyone. Don't do this, Stewie. It will stay with you forever.
Yeah, not worried. For me, this is kinda no bigs.
Barbara! Barbara!
It was like an orchestra of squeaky chair springs and groaning floorboards playing her out.
So, eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. Seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death.
Macbeth?
Romeo and Juliet. But I wouldn't expect you to know, since you're not in any way British.
It's Michael. I want a divorce.
This is not your day.
It doesn't matter, he's already dead.
Hey, you okay? Yes, Rupert just had a nightmare, that's all.
Go sleep on the floor where you belong, whore!
Would you mind maybe sleeping with me tonight? Sure. Thanks.
Good night, Stewie.
Night, Brian. I did something awful.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Alright, I know the voice was off. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what's going on with they were trying to do a copyright thing, I guess, but wow.
That's deep.
That was very deep. I mean, I didn't expect anything less from Stewie.
Yeah. He revealed he's a lost boy.
He's not lost. He knows exactly what he's doing.
With a high intellect. We hope you enjoyed Stewie Consults a Psychologist. Share your favorite discovery in the comments below. Of Stewie, of course. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. We appreciate you.